Hello again. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the session where we get to talk about life outside the classroom. So, we'll be talking about all things living on campus and the international student experience. My name is Leo Dada, and I'm a international admissions and recruitment officer here. I'm also a proud Carleton graduate, and I'm very excited to be talking about living on campus. And my colleague Jess will be joining us shortly, and she'll be talking about the student experience and how you can build a vibrant experience outside the classroom. So, kicking things off, we talked about the support services at Carleton. We've mentioned it quite a few times, but as an international student, you're not only moving from high school to university, you're also moving to a whole new country. And that is a really tough transition. So, we are here to help you every step of the way. So, you'll notice at Carleton, we have support services for everything, pretty much. We have support services to help guide you with your academics. I know moving from high school to university is a tough transition. For some of you, it might be a new learning environment, it might be a new learning challenge. We are here to help you with that. We're here to set you up for success. We're here to give you guidance on how to build good skills to be able to cope with a different academic schedule. So, academic support is available to all students. Getting a job. Maybe some of you may not have had a job where you're in high school. It might be your first time applying for a job, doing an interview. We have employability support services from our career services office. We even have our international employment student program that I'm sure my colleague Andy touched on. But we are here to support you with finding careers and setting yourself up for success, but also in finding part time jobs. So you'll have access to employability support. Transitional support. So, moving to a new country, we've mentioned it can be a bit challenging. We want to make sure that you have the support services that you need to be able to settle and thrive in a new environment. Mental health and wellness, that is such a key component. So, we have support services to ensure your wellness. We have lots of opportunities for you to be active on campus if you want to join the gym, maybe take a fitness class, do intramurals. There are many ways that you can keep yourself active. But let's say, for example, you get sick, we also have wellness support services. And of course, last but not least, but very important, we want to make sure you're having fun. So there's going to be support services for building a very vibrant campus life. And of course, you want a very warm, welcoming environment for you to be able to call home. And Carleton University offers you great residence for you to be able to build your life here in Canada. And so I'm excited to be talking about our residence building. So we've touched on this briefly, but residence is available to all international students. So if you're a student who is applying directly from high school, you will notice that you do have a guaranteed offer of residence if you receive an offer before June 8th. But if you're a student who might be applying as a transfer student or applying not directly from high school, you can apply to live in residence directly. And so there is an application that will open in February, and you can use that to submit your application to live on campus. We have 12 residence buildings, and they're all located in our campus. So you can very conveniently go from residence to the cafeteria to class, all in a very convenient space. Residence is available to international students for up to 5 years, so it's really good to have the guaranteed option if you want it. Of course, residence is not mandatory, but we always strongly encourage it, especially for your first year when you're just getting to Ottawa and learning about the new city. It just offers a really great place to have that transition. We have two living styles on campus. So we do have the traditional room in residence, that is a room with a roommate. And then we also have suite style. Suite style has a kitchenette attached to it. Some of our rooms are single rooms, some of our rooms are double rooms. You may be able to select whatever preference best suits you. The average cost for residence is around 13,500 Canadian dollars. Of course, it will vary depending on the style of residence that you get. And last but not least, you will be very well fed in residence. So at Carleton, we offer an all access meal plan. What does that mean? It means that you can go to the cafeteria anytime it's open. So if you're looking for a quick snack in between classes, if you're looking to just go out with some friends and hang out in the cafeteria, grab a coffee, you can absolutely do that. And the great thing about our cafeteria is that it covers every dietary restriction. So if there's a specific diet that you have, you will likely have it accommodated with our residence cafeteria. So it's always reassuring to know that you'll have a warm meal available to you when you want it. In addition to that, residence offers 24/7 support. So in residence, it's a very vibrant community. You will have access to things like a multi-faith center. So for example, if you're a student who has a need for a specific space to practice your faith, you will have access to that. There are also a lot of community spaces, and one of our current resident students will actually be sharing a little bit about that. But there are many spaces in residence where students can gather together, meet one another, connect over mutual shared interests. But having a community space is a really great place for you to be able to gather with students from around the floors or around different buildings and just get to know one another in a very fun, welcoming environment. We have games and media rooms as well. So we know that after classes, you may just want to let off a little steam. So you can actually gather together with friends, play some video games, watch a nice TV show. I know a lot of places where people gather to watch like The Bachelor on different floors. So that's such a thing that students can do while they're living in residence. And maybe you want to get a quick workout before class. Residence offers fitness centers available. And if you're a student who's not living in residence, we actually have a gym available on campus as well. But it's really convenient to have the option for both. Maybe you like to cook and you want to be able to cook a meal from your home country, or maybe you just want a comfort food, or maybe you just want to make a little bit of popcorn. There are community spaces where you can use like the microwave, or you can have access to the community kitchen to be able to make something. Residence offers so much. If you want to get mail sent to you because you made a couple of Amazon orders, you have access to that. You also have access to laundry facilities. So you'll be able to do your laundry on campus. We do put a bit of money on your campus card for you to be able to use for such activities. The great thing about residence is that it's your home away from home, and it offers so much for you to be able to have a very vibrant experience. Residence is a safe, welcoming environment that is there to allow you to thrive outside the classroom and be connected. I lived in residence all 4 years, and I know one of our students, Romina, who is one of our ambassadors. She also lived in residence all 4 years, and she talks about just the ability to be able to come together in community, make friends with one another. It also is a great space, like if you want to have a late night snack and just go to Oasis. So residence has so much in terms of what it has to offer. Off campus housing is available, and you can always join us in the lounge if you are curious about what off campus housing looks like. But this is just the tip of the iceberg for what living on campus has to offer. And I will ask my colleague Jess to come on so she can tell you all about student life and the student services that we have to offer.
Thank you so much, Leah. All right, so now we're going to talk about the incredible services that are available to all students, whether you live in campus or live off campus in the community, that have access to. Now, unlike Leah, I am from Ottawa. I lived in the community and never in residence. So I can speak to the fact that really I felt the wraparound supports that Carleton had to offer. It's part of our philosophy that we are a caring and supportive community. And again, I can speak from experience both as a past student and now a staff member. It really does ring true. I could probably do a 15-minute presentation on the student support services alone, but I won't do that to you today. There's just a few that I want to highlight that I think are especially important as you're doing your research. So first, let's talk about security. Now, our campus is a safe place. Trust me when I say that. But we do still have 24/7 on-campus security. So this means that we have safety officers who are patrolling 24/7 to ensure that our campus is a safe space for everybody. There are robust mentorship programs. So whether you're looking for academic guidance or just another student to show you the ropes as you're adjusting to life in Canada at Carleton, there are these programs in place to make sure you have the resources you need to succeed, but maybe more importantly, to feel connected. Something else that we take really very seriously at Carleton is our commitment to our students' mental health. There are a ton of ways that we do this, again, with those wraparound supports, but a couple of examples. So included in your health insurance will be free mental health counseling for all students. So you have access to that. You'll see a picture of a cute little furry dog there. If your furry animal is a way that you find peace or you deal with your stress and anxieties, we have you covered. We have 20 therapy dogs on campus who hold regular office hours. So especially during those stressful times around exam season, it's just one way that we offer our students to help relax and ease those anxieties. So these services are in place, again, to make sure that our students are having a fulfilling and supportive experience while they are students. Now, as international students, you will have some specific needs and concerns. And this is where our Global Opportunities and International and Student Services Office comes in. So this is an office specifically dedicated to you. So let's dive in a little bit to what the services are through our Go ISSO. So first, this is the office that facilitates the University Health Insurance Plan, so your UHIP. This is really crucial just to ensure that you have the healthcare services that you need to maintain good health while at Carleton. They also facilitate transition services. So, these are services and supports that are designed to ensure that you are transitioning smoothly into your new home, your new environment here in Ottawa at Carleton. They have dedicated immigration advisors on staff to help you navigate the complexities of your study permit, potential work permits, co-op work permits. And you can actually start engaging with those folks now as questions come up about your study permit when you're submitting that application. And finally, amongst many things that they do, they also facilitate the iStart program, which is a series of workshops that will become available to you through the summer to late summer to help you prepare again for that transition, sharing vital information about how to prepare and what to expect for life in Ottawa, Canada. So Go ISSO is certainly an office you will become very familiar with as you start your journey at Carleton. So just a little bit more about some of those transitional supports that they offer and other ways to engage. They will start by running a range of social and cultural activities from global cafes to museum visits. They organize events around holidays. Um, Definitely, they like to have winter outings to help you embrace the cold winter months and make sure that we're demystifying winter for our new students. They also offer lots of practical workshops, including how to find housing in Ottawa if you're choosing not to live on campus. They will run workshops about working in Canada. And again, the vital how to prepare for winter in Ottawa. So lots of practical opportunities as well. There's opportunities to volunteer through the ISSO. There's an employment corner, just lots of different ways to engage because they know specifically what your needs, concerns are as an international student. So definitely engage with our ISSO when you get to Carleton and well before. Don't wait until you get here. Okay, so now let's transition a little bit to talk more about the social and fun part of living on campus or student life in general. We have a very active student population. I'd say when students aren't enjoying the excitement of Ottawa, they are taking in the sports games at school, they're taking part in clubs, they're attending socials, they're volunteering, or just gathering in groups for a picnic at the riverside. People are always connecting, being active, extending their networks, expanding their skill sets, or just relaxing with their group of friends. I'd say team spirit at Carleton is pretty high and kind of a highlight of the student experience. So just to quickly highlight an example of this, Carleton co-hosts the largest university sporting event in Canada. It's called the Panda Games. It's American football, and we play against our local university rival. And this year, there were almost 25,000 fans that came out to see Carleton take the trophy this year. It was electric. I'd say the city really had a lot of fun around this event. It was really, really exciting. Okay, so I mentioned clubs, and I just want to spend another minute kind of talking more about this because it really is so integral to the student experience. It's and a really a valuable thing that you can do to both enhance, again, your skill sets, your networks, or just to help decompress from the academic side of universities. So clubs and societies can range in style and interest, from academic programs to cultural based groups. There are clubs based on faith or political activity, and some are just fun and interest based groups that you can partake in. So here's just a couple of examples. So we have a group called See You Smile, and this is a group of students who come together to just make our community better. So they're organizing volunteer opportunities in the city. They might be serving dinner at a local homeless shelter, for example. We have a very active United Nations Society, which is Carleton's premier Model UN team. We have a really active CU Hacking Club. So they organize a 36-hour hackathon every March. And something that I only learned about this year that I think is really fun is we actually have an adult hide and seek club as well. So you can see they range really from the much more serious and cultural to just, fun and silly, and just really allowing you to enjoy your student experience. All right. So again, thank you so much for sticking around for this information. I hope that we have inspired you about the student experience at Carleton. And I just want to reiterate that, truly this is a caring and supportive campus community. And we hope that you feel that, right from the beginning of your application to the day that you graduate.